Hazard Zone is Battlefield 2042's new squad-based competitive mode, and it honestly sounded pretty complicated on the DICE blog, but it's really not. At the most basic level, it's about finding hard drives and getting out on an aircraft alive. But there's also a ton of ways to do that, and we're here to help you out with what we learned so far. Hit that subscribe button, bang on the old thumbs up, and let's dive into Hazard Zone. Number 1, start early. Seriously, if you think this is your jam, don't wait to play Hazard Zone. That's because you currently start with 0 dark market credits. That's the currency used to buy weapons and powerful upgrades before each round, earned from the previous round. That means if you start late, you risk getting rolled by fully kitted teams who've been playing for a while. That's one of the things that makes this not like Battle Royale. You do start each round with stuff. Number 2, grunt farming is a viable strategy if you just ignored that first tip. There's more than one way to earn dark market credits, and data drives aren't worth as much as you might think. If you die before extracting with hard drives, you lose those points, but you still keep what you earned from killing opposing forces, the enemy bots, and also other enemy teams. For free, you can even equip the negotiated Bounty 1 perk that gives you 50% more returns for grunt farming. As a matter of fact, if you're just going to extract with a few hard drives, you can probably make as much by just fighting. Since there's only 8 other teams, it could be a viable strategy to just go hunt them down and take the drives that they drop. Number 3, when you come across satellites or an opposing force, you might want to hang back and see what happens. Like in any Battle Royale-ish mode, you can and will get third-partied at the worst possible time. Number 4, bring ammo. Ammo management is challenging across most of the major modes in 2042, and if you start fights, you will run out. Either buy ammo crates at the start of rounds, bring Angel, or just be very mindful of when to break off and save your ammo for an extraction. I did run out several times. Another tip is to buy weapons at the start of each round that come with different ammo types, because each magazine has its own ammo count, so if you run out of one type, you have backups. Another great way to save ammo is to let Boris's turret and Ranger do some of the work for you when it comes to killing opposing forces. Number 5. Some specialists can work a little different in Hazard Zone, like Angel, who can't seem to do his one thing, dropping a crate that lets you swap loadouts, because you don't have multiple loadouts in these matches. That being said, specialists do have some major advantages. Boris' sentry turret is not great at killing, but it's fantastic at alerting you to enemies around you, and could keep you from getting third-partied. All about that situational awareness. Down! Number 6, on the topic of loadouts, make sure you kit your guns out in the plus system because you're really buying your own weapons at the start of each round. That means the more unlocked your guns are from All Out Warfare, the better they are in Hazard Zone. Number 7, pack a DMR, or kit yourself with a gun that's good at range. A lot of these maps are huge with long sight lines, so good snipers are probably going to grow dominant in Hazard Zone. Be one of them. Number 8, buy insurance. At the start of every round, you can buy more than just guns. You can actually buy insurance, which gives you back some of your dark market credits at the end of a round. Although I have to say, in our experience, one big wind will carry you several rounds afterwards. Number 9, be on mic. Although, update, you'll have to be on Discord or other services until voice chat is actually added into the game later on. I seriously can't imagine this mode without a coordinated squad. The ping system is pretty good at calling out specific info, like what you spotted, the direction, and the range, but it just can't make up for the kind of communication you need in an actual fight, like when to hold back or when to push a team that's weak. It also just can't do things like conversations you need to have, like should you go to the first Condor or wait for the second. Games like Warzone have made huge strides for solo players in recent years, and Hazard Zone just doesn't have a solo rando friendly environment, at least at launch. Another thing to keep in mind though, if you're communicating, is there's a pretty good compass now, which you can use for good callouts. Number 10, vehicles are both power and risk. This will be a few points on vehicles, but vehicles in 2042 are very strong in multiple modes, and that's no different for Hazard Zone. Calling in some kind of fast transport vehicle that has a gun on top can make or break a round. You can literally just roll up on squads that are unprepared and demolish them. Number 11, make sure someone on your team is an anti-vehicle specialist, like Sundance or Bring a Rocket. It will save you. Number 12, which is why no squad should all pile into one vehicle. Seriously, just don't do it. Your game might end real fast if you get hit. But in a pinch, if you all have to pile into one truck, you can get creative. Put Dozer in the flatbed with his shield out to protect your team's back. Also, riding in the flatbed of the truck is the only way to shoot enemy teams chasing you. You can't turn around in the front seats. Number 13, call in the dogs and more. The call-in tablet is just as powerful here as it is in all-out warfare. As you roam the map, you'll find things like ranger call-ins, team respawn uplinks, and vehicle drops. Your team can call in multiple rangers at once, and they'll follow you for the rest of the match. They're fantastic at alerting you of enemy teams and opposing forces nearby. But on the other side of that, rangers are really bad at stealth, and they'll alert everyone to your presence by shooting at anything that moves, even at pretty far distances. We haven't found a way to tell them to just not.
Found danger! 260 degrees!
Number 14, let's talk about extractions. For starters, you can't blow up the Condor. We did ask. You should, though, always assume there's an enemy team already inside. We won a couple of matches when other teams strolled up to the Condor, unaware we were in there. So if you're approaching one, always throw a grenade or fire a rocket into it first. That or use one of the wall hack characters like Pake to scan the Condor before entering. Number 15, you can't plug the doorway with Dozer's Shield or Irish's Barricade. We tried it and it seemed kind of buggy. It didn't work for some reason. But it's a great idea to leave Boris's turret or Irish's Barricade outside for some added cover. Number 16, don't forget to have someone hang back if you have a lot to lose. While you're playing, keep looking for squad redeploy uplinks around the map. They can be used to bring your squad back to life through the call-in tablet. If you're on a streak and have a lot of hard drives and are looking to get more, someone should stay behind with a squad redeploy uplink just in case it goes bad. Keep in mind though, there's a pretty long squad redeploy timer, and everyone will definitely see you parachute back in. Number 17, don't forget, if you go down but not out, you drop hard drives you're carrying. If your squad comes out on top, remember to pick them back up. Likewise, scavenge enemy teams for their drives. Number 18, remember how the blog said only 2 teams can extract? That's not exactly true. You can still get on the Condor in the down but not out state and extract, although you won't get credit for the drives you dropped. I imagine also 2 squads can just not shoot each other and both extract if they want. And if you do make it, the game has extraction streaks. The impact of that is that at the start of every round you only get 1 tactical slot, but the more you extract, the more tactical slots open up each subsequent round. And that lets you buy more tools for each following round. That kind of incentivizes people to take the first Condor out. If you're playing Battlefield 2042, we can't wait to see what you find in Hazard Zone. Seriously, we got a lot of testing to do. So give us your best tips in the comments below. While you're at it, don't forget to head on over to GameSpot's YouTube page to check out our review in progress. And with that, let's leave you with some gameplay of one intense extraction we came across in our review event. Thanks for watching.
Extraction aircraft ready.
Sentry active!
That bad out there. Shit. We'll do better next time.
Ha! This is what I expected.